have a question for y'all though. Do you think that part of our fight is being ripped out, watching our defensive leader, watching our team leader have to struggle through negotiations? Like Tuck, you put it on Instagram today what Dak said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In the frustration. Like, do you guys think that can affect how this team might be going out there and competing with all of this stuff and these distractions?
Yes.
I think it's some of it.
Yes.
All right, for you guys, everybody say yeah. Put your hands together.
Yes.
I think it's some of it.
Yes and no, because I do feel this Micah thing is deflating, right, with the team. Because even just hearing how people are talking, you're not seeing that same energy, right? The media is not showing the same energy. The players aren't showing the same energy. But it's like, I didn't see like Overshown running down the field, you know what I'm saying, hyping up the defense. And like, so where's all that stuff? I didn't see.
I seen hunger from the
Dante Fowler got a tackle in the backfield, someone jumping, slapping Fowler's back, like, let's go. Like, so where was that yesterday, right?
You know what I seen? I seen hunger for people that fighting for their livelihood.
Right.
Perion Winfrey had some juice because he's trying to make the team.
Right. Yeah. Trayshawn Holden had some juice, but these people are starving. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want to flip the narrative too much, but they needed that shit. And I know people hate when they hear that because you sound like you try to spin it. No, Dallas Cowboys, the team is always horrible when they read their press clippings. And you get 2-3 weeks of camp and you get some positivity. And when you go online, people like me from time to time give you too much kudos. And you go out there and you're like, we about to smack the Rams. And what I heard from some of the reporters, like the non-biased take was, the speed was different.
Right.
And it took a while for us to settle in, like almost like the playoff game, like, oh, damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I heard that we did pick up our intensity later in practice. My point is, I hope the team realizes you can't do that.
Right.
You can't be like, all right, I'll see you on the second half. It's going to be 30-0.
Right.
So I hope they learn in their lesson that, hey, man, ain't nobody, especially when you playing the Cowboys. When you play the Cowboys, people do little shit like what Kyron did. Like you throw the do sign up when you're playing the Cowboys because you know it's going to be all over social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you need to realize that you are the hunted. They hate you. So they need to go out there and play as such. They went out there a little too cupcake. And we got our ass beat.
So Footwalker says, bro, they was going to have speed, fellas. Yeah, that's the problem. that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because the Rams wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if we're talking about, I do not care if you've been competing, playing ping pong and paintball, and yesterday was time to just compete, right? I get the schemes. I get you're going to be very vanilla. You're not going to show. But, hey, it's one-on-one. It's man-on-man for someone who's not on my team. Now it's time for me to – because I saw Rams players decleat our players and slam them down, and then their players were hitting on top of the head like this. When Jalen Tolbert got decleated, he stood over him and mugged him down and stared up like – so I needed – where was – you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing I'll be looking at from a football perspective, because we've been hearing that was going to be the cultural change, right? Where was the toughness? Where was the physicality? Where was the swagger out there yesterday?
But
it was just a practice for us, but the Rams, you know, they went out there and punching. So we'll see how it all unfolds.
Let's shoot them bail, and I'll let you go, DMV. Let me just give this perspective because I put was I overreacting in my title because I had the same thoughts yesterday. Like, where was we at? When you're flipping a culture and you're trying to change things around, I'm not going to expect it to be perfect. We're not Super Bowl champions because we weren't Super Bowl. We didn't even make the playoffs.
Right.
You're trying to flip a team to get back to being one of the better teams in the league. We ain't ready yet. Mm-hmm. And yesterday was a good example because the Rams are ready. As long as Matthew Stafford can be upright, the Rams look to be back in the NFC Championship game if everything go right. They one of them teams. I'm glad that was the team because we practiced versus the, I don't know, just a lower level team. I don't got to pick one. We might have got an unrealistic thought process like, oh, All right, I'm glad we played one of the NFC killers yesterday, and they put us back in our place. Yeah, y'all second tier, third tier. And I need Shotty to take advantage of the situation. I don't know if he did. Hey, man, we ain't look too good. I know what he told the media, but I need him behind the scenes to be like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Tuck, all that ping ponging is cool, but we going to compete on the field, or what we going to do?
Right.
I respect that. I respect it.
Yeah, because those are the things. It doesn't matter what the scheme is. It doesn't matter who is out there. Energy, effort, and toughness, that's just in here, right? And because like you were saying, DMV, there was lots of reports, and they got to a very slow start. And then it kind of warmed up a little bit. But, like, you got to come out the gate, because that's always been the Achilles heel for the Dallas Cowboys, whether it was Jason Garrett, Kellen Moore as a play caller, Mike McCarthy. These slow starts. Why don't we come out firing on all cylinders? So to have our very first, be like, it was kind of slow. It's kind of,
Look, we reading our press.
Who do we have out there? Who do we have in this organization that knows how to do that? That's I'm about to say. But even him though, because of the Green Bay game, he got his ass whooped too.
Well, I mean, even with Micah, I would say probably overshown, like spark plugs, right? We don't have. I think our spark plugs will be Pickens and CD once we get to it, but they're not going to be that type of spark plug. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be
one of those Zeke. They don't want.
But I want to say this in our whole organization, right? Coaches, front office, all that. You look at the Rams. McVay got some hardware, so he knows what the shit's supposed to look like. He know what it's supposed to look like. Mm-hmm. Who in this Dallas organization knows this is what we're supposed to look like right then and there? This is how we're supposed to come out. And I look through, and the person that you named that we should have, Gilly know what it's supposed to look like.
Will Greer know that he got the chip.
Because there's different ways you can find spark plug, right? So losing here, you agree, right? Let's say Tyler Booker would have came out there and put their defensive tackle in the dirt, right? Then that would have hyped everybody up. That's when your coach comes to slap you like, yeah, Book, let's. So then that kind of creates everything. But it's like it just wasn't, the corners wasn't bagging up. The defensive tackles wasn't getting any pressure or any push. Offensive line wasn't getting any push. Our run backers wasn't even hitting the hole besides like 2 to 3 plays. You know what I'm saying? So it just wasn't, there wasn't that energy, right? And from someone who's been hearing it all off season, right? Where was it yesterday? So hopefully that's a trend, because I don't think these players need to sit out preseason. I really think a lot of them need to play. Dak Pickens,
soul searching. This is CD, soul searching.
Right. It's so I think a lot of people confuse that, right? It's not the X's and O's. It's not even the roster building. I think it's the biggest problem when it comes to Dallas. It's Jerry Jones, right? But it's the soul. It's this, right? I don't look at the Dallas Cowboys and see a lot in here. You know what I'm saying? And we saw a little bit of it last year when Dak was out, Micah came back. Like they were they were playing hard.
So that was coming from the side. I think that's coming from the Zim side.
Yeah, that's probably coming from Zim, right? Well, you need to. I hope the Cowboys can find a way to channel that, because that is the separation, right? It's just that is when you're looking cross eye to eye from your opponent. Who are you then? It's easy to do at the press conference. It's easy to do it on Twitter, right? But when you're looking at that man and saying, "Hey, bro, Jared Verse is going crazy right now. Fuck that. Somebody about to put him in the dirt." So if I'm Hunter Luepke and I'm lead blocking at fullback, I'm going to knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, something has to be done in that capacity to set that tone. And I just don't think the Cowboys have done that yet.
So, I will say that.